Day 4. So this is what it looks like after 4 days of doing basically hydrogen baths for my fingers. And this is pretty remarkable. Obviously on day 3 you saw this one was still white and still had a little bit of a blister there. But it was almost virtually flat by the end of the day, and looks pretty good now, right? You can definitely tell that my fingers were burnt. You can kind of see where they were, but to be looking the way they look is utterly remarkable. So I talked a little bit about maybe how hydrogen's doing this, and we do have several studies talking about how hydrogen can suppress the damage of burns or increase the rate of healing regarding severe burns. We have several models that talk about this, and some of the ways hydrogen is doing this, likely what's doing this with my fingers was one, hydrogen acts as a selective antioxidant, so it can suppress further damage that's already happening, that can take place prior to the initial stimulus that caused the injury. And so hydrogen downregulates, free radicals that'll be associated with this. So the extra oxidative stress that can happen from the injury, hydrogen can suppress that. It also has anti-inflammatory effects and also anti-cellular death effects. And they've seen that hydrogen can also increase cell survival proteins. And so it can preserve tissue and enable certain cells to live. It does this by upregulating things like BCL2 or downregulating things such as BAX or caspase-1 and caspase-3. These are all different proteins that are related to BCL2 will be related to cell survival or longevity, whereas BAX and caspase proteins are related to sorry, there's a spider on my floor. Related to cellular apoptosis or programmed cell death. So hydrogen can help with suppressing further injury or suppressing the damage to the site of the burn. Also, hydrogen has been shown to increase the rate of tissue healing. And actually, one study showed that hydrogen was able to directly have direct effects on extracellular matrix and activate stem cells within skin tissue, and actually had a was a 3 time faster healing rate than the control group. And so this seems to correspond pretty well with what I was seeing as well. They've seen hydrogen also regulates a host of different pro-healing factors, such as transforming growth factor beta. It also upregulates something called insulin-like growth factor 1. These are all kind of cell survival pro-healing factors or proteins. And it can also do something really cool in the immune system. So hydrogen actually can take macrophages, which are a type of white blood cell, and are essential for inflammation and protecting of our bodies. But macrophages can either be pro-inflammatory or they can have pro-healing effects, depending on what's kind of going on with the actual macrophages. So hydrogen can do something what's called macrophagia. I think it's macrophagia polarization. So basically, it can take macrophages from a inflammation state to a pro-healing state. It does this by regulating a particular chemokine. It's another protein, a communicating protein. And so it can basically put macrophages into a pro-healing state and rebuild tissue through macrophages. It also regulates and can stimulate, and my computer just went off. It can regulate and stimulate collagen. So they've seen that hydrogen can actually upregulate collagen synthesis and increase several different types of collagen. And so this also aids for a faster recovery and healing rate, as well as increasing antioxidants at the site of the injury. So endogenous antioxidants, glutathione, superoxide dismutase, catalase, these type of antioxidants or cytoprotective proteins. So this is probably what was going on, all this stuff and more that we haven't even discovered in my hand and my fingers. And I am just blown away by this. I wanted to share this with you all. I think it's pretty incredible to see that H2 can do this in real time and have this effect. And just one more time, I'm going to show you my hand. So there's my fingers. Here you go. You can look at them again. Man, this is nut buckets. I almost don't even feel real. So, man, so that's it. Maybe maybe I could show another video if it gets any better. But if not, this is the last one, and they look pretty awesome. And my hand feels perfectly fine. All better. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it.